Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libras as we move on into early September. And we are getting very close to Libra season, my friends. Let's see what we got, my guys. Talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra. Please and thank you. Yeah, there it is. Nice and quick. Okay. Ooh, Queen of Cups energy. This could be very, very good, very promising, or super emotional, depending on what you're going through, my friends. But I love the Queen of Cups energy. Obviously, this isn't a tarot deck. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So you see the imagery here. We have this beautiful woman. It looks like she's somewhat sitting in a throne, but there's also water down here. Her foot is dipped in it. So there's a lot of similar symbolism to the Queen of Cups when I see this card. So for a portion of you, maybe it is a link to a water sign that you're connected to, showing up prominently here right in the front end. However, what are some of the archetypes we think of with the Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups represent the internal world, control of the internal world, or how one might be feeling. Specifically this. This is a card of deep emotions. This is a card of intense emotions. So it could be good because she is very feminine, loving, maternal, caring, nurturing. So whether that's something you're needing or something you're wanting to give, that energy could be right at the forefront. But you might just need a big old bear hug, okay, when this card shows up. But the Queen of Cups is emotional intensity in general, if it's not romance and love and things like that affecting you. So just know in the coming days and weeks, your emotions might be intense in one way or another, whether it's positive, whether it's in between, whether it's negative. It might be an emotional time, okay? But there is a lot of love with this card as well, okay? There's very good positives to the Queen of Cups. So let's get into tarot. Not going to speak about it too much. It is what it is. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So shuffle it up one time. For the Libras here in early September, my guides, talk to me. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled simply An Important Talk. So communication was really at the forefront for a lot of air signs last week. So for a portion of you, that energy could still bleed over into this week a little bit, having important conversations, important talks with people, whether they are of the emotional variety, monetary, you name it. There could be a lot of importance placed on conversation and speaking one's truth. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we might be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. All right, the deck is ready. Let's go. Just go with the flow, my friends. Thank you. What do we got here? All right, so we are starting with a boom here. We have the Chariot in position number 1. Interesting. So more water sign type of energy showing up here in the front end with the Chariot. Love that card. Generally, it's starting with a bang, it's starting with a boom, it's starting with some speed, for real. Can't make it up, my friends. We got the Queen of Cups. And for those of you that don't know, I read jumpers. All right, so I do like these little shuffles and let the cards pop out randomly. We got the Queen of Cups energy again. So I guess Spirit thought that I didn't explain it well enough right there. Or either that or that energy is showing up double, okay? Got the 5 of Wands right here on the back end as well. So interesting. Hopefully you're not having some, these are some possible choppy waters here when we talk about all this emotional type of energy. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff, because we're only looking at half the story right now. But if you kindly look in the box, at first look, first glance, what I'm seeing here, once again, tons of internal energy here with water sign energy straight up front. So there's a lot going on internally, either with you or with someone you're connected to. And we got that Five of Wands, that fiery action. So even though the Chariot is water energy, it's moving, it's fast. So there's a lot of movement here. So let's go through and we'll see what side of the coin it might land on for you. In position number 1, we have the Chariot. Like I said, this card represents somebody you're linked to that's connected or is the zodiac sign of Cancer, the Cancerians. If not, what are some things we think of with the Chariot? It is fast forward movement and momentum. This is a card of starting something with a bang. This is a card of action. When we see this card, we think of either moving towards something or moving away from it. So there might be something coming at you hot, depending on what shows up in the rest of the reading. But the Chariot has some, yeah, maybe you want to go on a trip. Maybe you want to go take a vacation. Travel and distance are linked in with this card as well. But I always tell people, remember that what a chariot was originally built for. Way back in ancient times, it was an instrument of war. So sometimes it can be combative. We're not going to lean just on that alone. The chariot could just be something starting with a bang and going quick, either something coming to or from. So we'll have to see what's up with that to really get some more clarification on it. It's also a determined card. Sometimes it could be about choices. It's all very personal. Moving to the center, we got the beautiful Queen of Cups making another show for us in this spread. We love the Queen of Cups energy. So once again, a card that represents water sign energy. So we're talking Pisces, we're talking Cancer, we're talking Scorpio, any of those. If not, once again, the deep, intense, internal, emotional type of energy. Now, once again, could be creativeness, creativity. This is a beautiful shoulder to lean on sometimes. It's nurturing, it's loving, it's caring. And like I said, if you need a big bear hug, I got you, my friends. But we love the Queen of Cups energy, but it can also represent emotional suppression. So there might be something you're feeling that you're trying to push down, push down, push down. But I will say this, with all this volatile energy surrounding this, now might not be a good time to suppress things. You might need to let them out, or you might need some sort of release when we see this type of energy. So we'll see when we get to the clarifiers. I don't want to get too complicated thus far, but let's keep it moving. Getting to the back end, we have the Five of Wands, like I've been hinting at since the very beginning. You see the imagery here. You don't need to be an expert in tarot to know what this card means. Those people are literally beating the crap out of each other with sticks. So once again, it could be conflict, people not seeing eye to eye, butting heads. This is a volatile type of energy. Now, there is positive to this card. Sometimes it could just represent playfulness, roughhousing. So you see, every card could skew one way or another. So when we see this card, maybe it's someone being a big jokester or a trickster, but this card can absolutely represent determination. So on the sides of this Queen of Cups, both of these cards could represent being determined, okay? Being determined to reach something, being determined to reach some sort of goal, like can't stop, won't stop type of energy. So this is somebody overcoming tests, overcoming any situation that might get in front of them. So it looks like we have a multifaceted type of reading this week, Libra, which is usually the case with you. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, so let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here for my Libras and see what's going on. My God, so what do we got for the Libras? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Chariot. And yes, my friends, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Chariot time. There's the Chariot here for Libra. Thank you. Someone or something is coming towards you like a rocket here. We have the Six of Swords. Now, for another portion of you, this could be some sort of big improvement as well. I'm liking this. Six of Swords in the upright underneath this Chariot. Two cards that are prototypically of movement, forward movement, momentum, improvement. I'm loving it. So the Six of Swords classically talks about coming out of the choppy waters into the cool, calm, collected waters. I do have a little inkling message that I want to talk about as well. But my main feeling here is either one, you are moving towards some sort of massive, big improvement, win, victory, whatever we want to call it. Something is going to get much better for you, okay? And it could come very soon, sooner rather than later with all this sweeping movement. But there's a magnetic energy here for a lot of Libras, and I was kind of getting hints of that somebody, a particular person or something is like magnetically being drawn to you. So like here it comes, or here they come. It's coming in hot, coming in quick. So just keep that in mind. There might be someone moving towards you very, very quickly, at least energetically, but I'm getting that physical type of energy as well. But for any of you, if it's nothing like that, improvements we're seeing here, wins and such. Let's keep moving. We're not going to get too stuck up here. Let's see what's up with that Queen of Cups. Love that energy. That is a really nice type of energy. Oh, the challenge that I was speaking about before we move into the Queen of Cups. This could also represent somebody, for a very small portion of you, somebody that is trying to get out of their responsibilities, somebody that's running in some sort of way, or somebody that doesn't own up to things, like with the Chariot and this. Like, it could be an energy of somebody that doesn't want to confront a problem, confront an issue. Okay, so it could be somebody that's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to go over there. So do with that what you will. Like, when the going gets tough, this person isn't going to face it head on type of energy. Let's see why that Queen of Cups is there, though. But mainly, I get that magnetic energy in the positive. Let's keep moving. I don't want to talk it into the ground, my friends. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Yeah, a little avoidant there in the beginning. Okay. Yeah, this is somebody, when they receive something that they've been waiting for quite a while, they have like a little disappointment in it for whatever reason. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Queen of Cups. Okay, generally this is a good card about money. This is a card about, you know, family, the home. I generally, when I see the 10 of Pentacles, I think of very sturdy type of energy. So initially it was giving me that vibe that like when somebody finally reaches a goal, the grass might not be as green as they thought it was, or it's like, I don't feel quite how I thought I would feel when this happened. But another vibe I'm picking up, I gotta say, is there is somebody here that is very, very much emotionally up and down. This is a warning about someone's emotional state, because this card in the upright, it doesn't get much more solid than the 10 of Pentacles. So whether it is related to the home, whether it is related to money, whether it is related to the family unit, when we get this in reverse, it's somebody who is like on shaky ground. So under this Queen of Cups, yeah, that's the vibe I'm picking up. Okay, someone, it's a warning about someone's emotional state. They could be very hot and cold, up and down in general. Okay, so just take that for what it's worth. We're going to keep moving to that 5 of Wands. See what's going on with that. And it makes sense, like surrounding this Queen of Cups, we got the Chariot, the 5 of Wands, like there's so much movement and upheaval around this energy. So let's see why that 5 of Wands is here. Might be an emotional time for whatever reason, but still, I'm still getting improvement. I'm still getting movement. This isn't permanent type of energy. So why is this 5 of Wands here? But still magnetic. So I'll say this as well before I get this last card out. I'm feeling that for a lot of you, there's so much energetic and magnetic energy moving towards you, like people, things, just energy. It's like moving in magnetically, that it might be a little difficult to handle. So in this time, please like do some grounding meditation, like calm yourself down, because like the energy is so magnetic to the Libra collective. You don't want to get overstimulated and you don't want to get overwhelmed. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. So we do have the Fool card in the upright underneath this 5 of Wands, and I don't necessarily feel like that's bad. To me, this is somebody that is really going to fight for what they want. This is somebody who's going to fight to move forward for a new beginning, what have you. Like the Fool is a very positive card. Watch out for issues with Aries in this time. The Fool card represents Aries. But when I see this card, I think of positivity. Another card that's a jokester, a roughhouser. So like I'm still getting that little piece of energy, like watch out for practical jokes. Someone might try to prank you or scare you or things like that. And this time, that's only for a portion of you. But when I get the Fool in the upright, to me, this is a card of new beginnings, new adventures, new journeys. So for a lot of you, you might be wanting to turn over a new leaf. Okay, you might, whether it's a new business, whether it's a new way of thinking, a new way of acting, a new belief system. For a lot of you, you might have that urge to jump into something fresh and new and turn over a new leaf. Okay, and if you're watching this for like relationships or cross-watching, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this is all relationship based, because that's not the case. I'm just getting the main vibe that this is somebody that wants to make some changes within themselves and turn over a new leaf. Let's go through and do a quick recap. There's a lot of moving pieces here. So Position number 1, and once again, an action card. So surrounding the Queen, even though that's not a card that represents you, I feel like this could be a placeholder for Libra in this reading. So much energy moving around you and magnetic. Position number 1, we have the Chariot with the 6 of Swords in the upright. Like I said, someone or something is coming in hot. So be ready for it. For another portion of you, this did feel like big improvements coming in. Even if right now things are a little hectic, a little mayhem, big improvements could be coming in. Very busy, lots of energy, very intense. Another thing here, just watch for certain individuals like saying, you know what, I don't want to deal with that right now, so I'm just going to go over there and let it die down. That's just the vibe I'm picking up. Position number 2, we have the Queen of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I got that little vibe of someone once they achieve a goal or once something goes their way, it's not all that it's cracked up to be or not how they envisioned it. But another vibe I was picking up here is, once again, this emotional warning in general because of all this moving energy around this figure. Moving to the back end, more of this magnetic, movable energy. We have the 5 of Wands with the Fool in the upright. A little jokes to watch out for someone trying to joke you or practical joke you or what have you, prank you. But a big thing I was picking up there is someone really wanting to turn over a new leaf or start a new endeavor, which looks good here. So please take a screenshot of that, Libra. I'm going to get you a shadow card now. Let's see what's in the shadows for Libra. I'm going to shuffle it up one time. I don't feel like there's anything too treacherous here. I don't feel like I have to raise the red flag. So what do we got here for Libra in the shadows? And yes, you know me, I always like to pull one shadow card at the end of every reading. I feel like it's a nice thing to do. Very introspective, so whether it's within yourself or just something you don't quite see. Maybe even advice, that pops up sometimes too. And there it is, we have a repeat. We have the 6 of Swords showing up as a shadow card. Same as this right here. So I do feel like this is Spirit like really wanting you to brace for something, and not necessarily bad. I'm not saying that in a fear-mongering type of way, but just know that there is a lot of magnetic energy around you, so it could get a little intense, could get a little overwhelming. But another thing with this 6 of Swords, there might be something that you do need to face head on. Okay, not saying a person, you don't got to like fight with someone or fight against somebody, but there could be a situation or an issue that just needs to be, you know, faced head on. Don't run from it in this time. So just do what you will with that. Also, once again, remember, this is a card of improvement coming out of the choppy waters into the calm. So if things have been a little hectic for you recently, this could be Spirit saying like, listen, it's going to get better. It's going to get much better soon. Okay, you're moving into the calm waters. So Libra, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners to win 2 tarot decks completely at random. It will be a winner's choice. So if you want to get the Gilded Tarot, you could go ahead and do that. If you want the Everyday Witches Tarot, that's your choice as well. Any deck under $40 US will be given away. So if you'd like to get your name in for this one, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which zodiac signs you get along best with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.